Hi there, my name is Sam and I'm from Science City of Education. This video is typically for spoken English, not for IELTS. However, IELTS aspirants can also take advantage of this. In this lecture, I'm going to speak something about how we can work effectively to enhance our English communication and present ourselves in front of others confidently to speak English. Now, the biggest challenge in front of us is that we don't get that environment, we as native of other languages, right? Now, for example, if somebody is going abroad and he's spending time, let's say 1 year or maybe 2 years or more, they become fluent in less time. And when they come back to their own country and they speak with others, they always sound confident in English speaking, whereas the others, they don't. The basic reason, as been asked to me many times, as I'm one of the experts on Engvarta as well. I work on Engvarta. I also am a tutor on Preply. So I have a couple of, other platforms where I do, and I have my own also thing running up to enhance spoken English for others. Now, I always encourage people to speak more. However, there are some strategies that needs to be followed when you speak English. The very first thing that comes into our mind is that we always fear whether somebody is going to judge us or somebody's going to make fun of us. We always have this fear. Another reason is that we are shy. We are not that outspoken. Apart from that, the things are that we always think about quickly finishing our sentences that we are speaking. I don't know why. What's the rush? Right. Now, there are two types of people that we deal with on a daily life. First is those who are superior than us, who speaks good English. So we get fear from them. Now, when it comes to speaking in front of them, we always hesitate. Correct. We always fear that this person is going to make fun of us and think, oh, he or she is uneducated. I don't know why. Even if you have done like MPhil or something, you are MSc physics or anything like that, the speakers who are excellent in English speaking, they will still judge you. I'm not talking about native English speakers. I'm talking about only people within, for example, in my nation, I've seen couple, I've already confronted few of them. So if they are speaking good English, they would straight away, just think that, okay, the other person is uneducated. I don't know why. So this what thing really puts some kind of fear. Now, I have faced many people, who actually seem to be very good in English. They speak flawlessly. Now, I'm talking about some, not all. So I have had a conversation with them. They gave me that kind of look after knowing that, yes, I am Australian return. And, they think that, okay, he's trying to show off by having that accent. So I don't know why either, right? So this accent, well, people, I have stayed for over 10 years, right? So I have this accent automatically. I'm trying to cut down just because of you. Otherwise, I don't have to. Okay. It doesn't matter what kind of accent you have. The thing is that when you are speaking English, you need to find yourself a pace, that pace on which you feel confident to deliver what you need to. Okay. For example, the questions, when they are being started to ask, normally starts from a very basic question. Now, there are some levels of English, you are immigrated, like starts from A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. So even though you use like 2, 3 words, however, you're not that much confident when it comes to joining your sentences, you still lack and you come to B category. Okay, so you're intermediate speaker. The very first and foremost thing that I would encourage you all to do is, first of all, you really need to speak irrespective of how many mistakes you make. When you make mistakes, have someone else to listen to them and correct you. Okay. Now, many of us, what happens is when people speak to us, okay, on my platforms where I'm saying, they are all majority of times they are being told by people professionals that you have grammar problem, and we as I'm counting myself as one of the learners, I would definitely say, yes, I know that I have grammar problem, but we never ask them, what kind of grammar problem. Am I facing problem in tenses? If so, then in what kind of tense and how I can eradicate that? This is what we never ask. Very rare people ask that. Unless and until you know that where you are lacking, how can you imagine to improve yourself? Just by listening from others that you're weak in grammar, you need to work on grammar. I mean, grammar is it's an ocean. Okay, you don't even know how many structures you have in grammar. How can you imagine to improve, because you don't even know where exactly you need to improve? So firstly, whenever you listen from anyone that you need to work on grammar, that you need to ask that person that where exactly I need to work on. Whether it is a tense, if that's the tense, then in what specific tense I need to work on. Can you give me some examples? Can you tell me what I spoke and then tell me that what exactly needs to come there and why that particular word needs to be there? If you get these kind of questions discussed with experts or professionals with whom you're having conversation, then you will be knowing that, yes, I am committing an error here and I need to change that. And you will be, trust me. Okay, secondly, when we speak in English, we always think of some fancy words. So we feel that, okay, I speak very good English. Well, even if I'm using the words good, bad, happy, sad, it doesn't make me feel bad. It should be either, right? So I'm not something that I'll be going out to speak with others, like the person who's having an English conversation. I'll be like, hey, you are superior, oh my God, why are you feeling so blue? The gloominess should go away because you need to be over the moon. Now, if someone is listening to this way of conversation, obviously the person who is learning, he will straight away think that, oh, this person is good. And the person who's actually saying good, bad, happy, sad is bad. He's not that educated. I don't know why this thing always comes. Okay. So like I said, like it depends on where you are. English speaking is just a language. It is just a language, just like the language you speak. Now, let my brothers of Hindi and Punjabi and sisters, can you please tell me that do you even speak a proper Hindi and Punjabi? You don't. So how can you imagine, like to speak a language in which you don't even have that environment? Okay. Secondly, now, when you're practicing, make sure to have an expert with you, okay, who is actually good and who is quite friendly. He's ready to listen to you. He should have all ears. Okay. Now, when you're speaking, the moment you speak, you need to create an atmosphere. That is very crucial. Now, people, what I listen to, they always say, hello, hi, my name is this XYZ. I belong to this city. Okay, it's never belong. I am from. You don't belong to any city. Okay, so the city belongs like to you. Belong word we use for non-living, not for living. So I am from this city. I want to improve my English speaking. Okay, then where are you facing problem? Well, I don't know how to connect words while I am speaking. Now think about it, that you are telling me in English that I don't know how to connect words while I'm speaking. You're already using so many conjunctions into your conversation. Okay, so where is the exact flaw? This is what I tell majority of my students on any platform I work at, that you are already telling me in English that what problem you are having. So where exactly you are having problem? You are not clear yourself. The thing I always say is that you are having problem in terms of your mentality. Your phobia is just your mentality that is sitting inside you. Why? Because you're not feeling comfortable to talk to strangers. So this is what you need to do. For example, even if I approach anyone just to ask time, excuse me, can you please tell me what the time is? It's okay to ask. Now, where is the respect? Excuse me, can you please? This is the respect. Rather than, sir, can you tell me the time? Why should I be calling the person sir or ma'am? I don't know. Okay. Enough of it. When you were in school, you don't need anymore. You go other countries, you see nobody addresses the teachers even with sir or ma'am. They always address them with their name. Doesn't mean that they're not giving the teachers respect. They give, rather, I would say, more respect over there. It's just these words like, please, can you please tell me, do you have time to explain me this? These expressions, these phrases, they show the respect. Okay, now moving on. So first of all, how you can improve your English speaking? The best ways, I'm telling you, whenever you have couple of points to speak on. For example, the question comes, tell me about your basic qualities, like how you can define yourself. Okay. Now, use over there a plural opening phrase. A plural opening phrase, what is it? Yeah, this is not in the dictionary or something. I'm telling you to make things easy for you. Plural opening phrase is that you are going to use a word or a phrase by which you're telling the listener that there is not one, I have many. Okay, so that could be, for example, let's use an interjection. Well, I have. Now this is I have. Okay. Instead of I have, I'm going to use contractions in speaking. They will always come handy to increase your pronunciation. Well, I have many of them. Right. Now the question was, can you tell me any basic qualities of you? How you can define yourself? So in the question, already the word qualities is there. Okay, so you can see now, I don't need to remove, I need to say again that, well, I have many qualities. It's already been asked, so do not repeat the question. Okay, well, I have many of them. What is them? Why am I writing them? Qualities. Exactly, right. So, well, I have many of them. Now I need to use some sequence connecting devices to connect my phrases rather than and. For example, firstly, since I am this. Now, this is not the second, this is the first. I need to just explain a bit my quality. Okay. For example, well, I have many of them. Firstly, I'm very time punctual, right? I'm very time punctual. Now, that's my first quality. Okay. So, since I value time, I always believe in that once the time spins, it never comes back again. So I just try to do everything according to a time and whatever I have scheduled. First point is done. Take a pause, small pause. Secondly, I am anything. You can speak your quality. For example, like secondly, I'm a quite hardworking person. Now, use this phrase to explain. Now, the reason why I say that is because, right? So for example, now the reason why I say that is because I always like to finish things before a certain time given, so I can save myself some valuable time, right? That can be further invested onto something more productive. Okay, then you can use to bringing the third. Apart from that, what next is, I wouldn't recommend you using moreover, furthermore. They're good enough for writing, not for speaking. Apart from that, what next is, on top of this, since we have already spoken couple, so on top of these, and finally, you can just end up by saying lastly, or last but not least. Okay. So remember, whenever you have multiple points to speak, rather than sounding like, now I said, and let me give you an example. Well, I have many of them. I'm very hardworking, and I'm very time punctual, and I'm very kind-hearted, and I'm very conscious about my things, and so as you can see that and thing, this tone, this particular word is going to grab attention of the listener, and it will ruin whatever you're speaking. You will definitely become hesitant. Okay, so don't use the and conjunction. Where do we use and? When we have to join two things. Okay, only two things together, then you use and. Or you are creating a list, and in the last two you're joining. So for example, yes, I'm quite penchant of eating candies. I have some flavors which I can't like sometimes I can't resist. Now those are, firstly, I would say mango, guava, pineapple, orange, and strawberries. Okay, so as you can see, I was taking some pauses. This was a list that I was speaking, so I took a little bit pause and said, and strawberries, right? So I am smiling a little bit. Now this is what I'm creating, that comfort zone I'm talking about. Okay, so every time you speak something, be yourself in a comfort zone with other person. Just don't think that you are actually speaking, you're practicing English. Just think about that whatever you have in your mind, you have to convey to the next person, right? Allow him to take out your mistakes. This is how I do. I listen to people. I always make conversation very interesting. People, those who are watching me, you must have had session from me also. Now I know that you all know how do I treat you. Okay, so it doesn't matter, like I may sound sometimes, quite flirty and all. It's just because I make the other person smile, laugh. Now when you laugh, you speak more, you forget about the mistakes, you forget about what words you need to think, you only focus on conveying your message. This is what induce confidence in you. That's what I do. I only induce confidence in you to speak as much as you can, regardless of what errors you make. Okay, so remember from now on, okay, whenever you speak, whenever you practice, have someone who's listening to you. If you don't, speak in front of mirror, record yourself visually. You should and you must see how you look like when you are speaking in English. If you have smile in your face, if you are doing some kind of body language, then you will be getting confidence. If you are just sitting like a robot, you won't. Okay, I hope this video was fruitful to you. Thank you very much. Stay safe from corona. There's already a lot of people have lost their lives, and even my couple of known ones have already lost. So I just would like to share, please stay home, don't go anywhere unless it's quite necessary. Okay, and maintain social distancing protocols. And please guys, please, I request you one thing: do not criticize anybody, any government or anything like that. Okay, you should be taking care of yourself and your family members first, right? Don't just waste and listen to news. A lot of negativity is coming out from there. Always have positive vibes coming in. Either like listen to music, do some exercises. This is the best time to spend with your loved ones who are living near to you. Okay, so stay with them, cherish these memories, it won't come again. All right, thank you very much. Have a lovely day.